Hello everyone, welcome to Business Northeast. The best way to predict future is to invent it. Today, we have with us Sagarika Das, a young entrepreneur who caters to drive into the world of technology and development. Come, let's know her business perspective. Firstly, ma'am, welcome to Business Northeast. Thank you for giving your precious time. So, ma'am, firstly, I would like to know, since it is an age of development technology, so why did you choose IT or technology as something that you will cater to?
So when I started this journey, I didn't think about entering into an IT or tech-based space. I was finding a solution for me and people like me. Somehow, while doing further research, got me into IT. So that is how I entered IT. Otherwise, I am not technological savvy, or I am not into technology. So I don't understand complicated technology. I have created a platform which is easier to understand for me, for my clients, and for everyone else. I feel technology should not be a rocket science. Technology should make things easier for people.
Correct.
And that is how my problems that I looked into, the solution that I came up with, and the technology that I got into place I wanted my developer to make a technology which becomes easier for me and for my clients. I did not want it to be complicated at all.
Correct.
So that
something
is
very simple.
Yes.
So, ma'am, we know that you have an idea now that is catering and helping people. So, I want to know about your idea, your business.
What happened is previously, whenever we had drivers, I have a driver company known as Driver Any. So when I had, during my childhood till recently, I had drivers. One driver used to drive for us for continuous 20 to 25 years. That driver became a part of the family. The last driver that we had, he worked for us for a consistent 10 years. After that, when we started hiring recently, we hired 18 drivers within a very short span of time. And we needed drivers because my parents are senior citizens. They need for their health checkups, they need to go out every day. We wanted a permanent driver. Previously, we used to get driver for 10,000, 12,000. Now the minimum starting rate is 17 to 18,000. Not possible for everyone.
Correct.
At all. And this is Assam, a service-based state. So then I thought something is either wrong with us or with the drivers or both of us. Why aren't the drivers staying with us? We had drivers who would stay with us for 20 years and now not even one stayed with us for a month. So what I did is I started speaking with the drivers. Whenever I used to take Ola, Uber or Rapido, I started speaking with them. Then I came up with one driver who actually explained me the challenges that they go through. The challenges, the benefits and the opportunities that they are getting in Guwahati. So then he said that part-time driving, in a day, taking 2 to 3 bookings a day is much more, they have a better earning by the end of the month than being with one family for the whole month.
Correct.
So in being with one family, also sometimes what happens is they are not forced, but they are bound to do some household work. Now the upcoming generation of drivers are professional. They have smartphones with them. Like we get to know opportunities around the world with our smartphones, they too get to know more opportunities.
Correct.
Wherever and wherever, especially in Guwahati. So then they said ki we earn more than 20,000 a month by doing part-time driving. We take 2 to 3 bookings. That way is also one person. If you want to book a driver for 1 hour, you can get the driver at a low cost. Otherwise, drivers refuse. You 1 hour, give us 500 rupees. They can charge you a higher rate. But if I give a booking to the same driver, 2 to 3 bookings, then he's ready to do for an hour. Okay. Morning 1 hour, in the afternoon 2 hours, or in the evening again 1 hour. It is a good. By the end of the day, they get paid well, and the customers are also happy because they have to pay less now for 1 hour. Now what happens is that's how I got to know now drivers, there is a demand for part-time driving plus part supply as well, because customers also want it for less time. There are customers who do not want to keep drivers with them at home. They are senior citizens. Most of my customers are senior citizens. They do not want to keep permanent drivers because they don't go out regularly. They only go out for medical checkups and shopping. And they need for less number of hours. They don't need it for a long time. Though I do provide drivers for permanent monthly wise as well, for a permanent basis as well. But there is more demand for part-time because drivers feel that they earn more, and they actually do. With time, and there are drivers who work part-time in offices, and in the evenings or during weekends they do part-time driving with me.
Okay.
So it is like that. So that's how I thought that, let me check online if there is any platform. Then I realized that in the entire Northeast, there is no application where you can book a driver. Like Ola, Uber, Rapido is there. That is cab with driver, but not only drivers. Then I thought, why not start with, an application? And then I approached the developers. Let's make an application where you can book drivers online, and as it has to be very simple, so that even a senior citizen can book it herself.
Okay.
So that her children should not help her out. You never know, you're alone at home and your children are not there with you. It should be easier for you.
Correct.
So there is still time to reach there. I'm trying to reach there at the moment. So this is my idea.
Okay.
So that's how I came up with this idea of having an online platform
for drivers to
cater to not drivers and customers. It's a platform where customers can find drivers and the drivers can find customers.
So ma'am, now we have the idea of driver any. So like recently, when did you start with this idea? With that time, how many drivers or the client base you had with the recent go?
I started it last year. It's been 11 months. Last year, before Durga Puja, I had started Driver Any. And till that time, my application was prototype. And right now, it is operating. Though we have 2 to 3 glitches, it should be over soon. And I started with around 20 drivers. Now, at the moment, I have 350 drivers. And I started with few known people. I had 2 to 3 customers, and now I have more than 100 customers with me online. And there are customers who have called me from outside Assam and checked it with drivers. There was this customer who called me up from Rishikesh. He wanted to come to Kamakhya Mandir. But I don't have drivers in Rishikesh, so I said that what I can do is from Kamakhya I can drop you to Rishikesh, but from Rishikesh I don't have drivers. So she got one driver from Kamakhya. She wanted a driver who's familiar with Guwahati roads.
Correct.
But of course she got one driver from Delhi till here, and then I dropped her back.
Okay.
So it is through technology,
That's
how I got connected. That is how I got customers from outside Assam reaching to me.
So ma'am, since we know that Driver Any is an app, so if we want to access it, regarding the pricing, would you like to say something about that?
It is 200 rupees is fixed, and then it is 70 rupees per hour. For example, if you need it for 2 hours, it is 70 into 2, 140 plus 200, 240, 340. For 2 hours, it is 340. Yeah. For 1 hour, if you need for 1 hour, then it is 300.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if you want to take a driver, book a driver to travel outside Guwahati, then it is according to kilometer wise.
Oh.
So like say between less than 100 kilometers is 1000 rupees. Between 100 to 200 kilometers it is 1200 rupees. Okay. Accordingly it keeps increasing.
Great. So ma'am, a thought just striked while we had the conversation. Like when you say it's driver, it's only driver or driver along with the car?
No, it is only drivers. The vehicle belongs to the customer. The driver goes with his own vehicle, with his bike, parks the bike in the customer's parking area, takes the car, goes to a place and comes back. So it's only driver services.
So ma'am, when we come to the concept of booking a cab, usually we have the tendency of higher payments, higher increase, lots of things that strikes our mind. Security, safety is something that hinders us. So we know that you are catering mostly to the senior citizens. So safety and security is a prime concern. So what's your overlook on saying that?
So what I do is I collect KYC documents from the drivers. Especially I have been advised by the DTO office to collect driving license and Aadhaar card. So we have an application online where we can verify a driver. I think it's an app of the DTO of Assam Transport Department. I think Gen Next, enokata app ata ase. where you put your license number and you can see how many challans or seizures, or if the driver was, it had done anything wrong. You can, previously, all the background verification comes out.
So ma'am, since it's a platform that is catering to lives of many, so recently when you started with the idea 11 months back, what was the revenue generation and the recent context?
Previously, I charge a commission for the usage of my platform. So previously there was that commission was omitted. Whatever the driver earned was kept with the driver. But slowly, as my bookings increased, then we took the platform fees. I started with an amount like around 2 lakh rupees, and now for the last 11 months we have generated more than 4 lakhs in revenue. We expect to do more. Most of it remains with the driver, and a little bit of commission we earn for the platform. Yeah.
So ma'am, would you like to see that it is catering to lives of drivers and lives of many? It is a guardian angel for the senior citizens and the drivers too. So ma'am, a thought that you would like to see in the near future, your future plans and your future prospects. What do you want to have in the future plans?
I want to add more features to my application. I want to get in more into technology, like IoT sensors, Internet of Things. GPS is one of them. For example, there is another thing known as telematics. It's a device, so it predicts the driving pattern, the fatigueness of the driver. If the driver is sleepy, it gives an alarm. So I am looking more into technology, what all I can integrate. So I have to do more research in that in future. Also, there is a process. Right now my prices are fixed, but I do not want to keep it this way. There is a technology where the customer says ki moi dispura pura Ganeshguri, for example 100 rupees at my exam. The driver says 100 rupees is too less, 120.
Okay.
The customer says not 120, let me get it in 110. So online they do it like that. There is a technology where this process is possible. I want to know more about it. I want to integrate that here in this. So I'm looking for these two technologies, and more whatever is available around the world. I'll do some research, see whatever is feasible here.
Okay.
So my vision is to get to know more about technology in this field.
Correct.
So that it makes life easier, especially for our senior citizens and non-medical patients.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my future plan, I am already in talk with 1 or 2 women drivers. I want to create a group of women drivers.
Correct.
To go ahead with this. This is it's a male-dominated industry. Correct.
All the
drivers are males.
Correct.
I started this with male drivers because they are readily available.
Correct. Easy.
The customers have confidence when a male driver is driving your vehicle. But I want to start with a group of women drivers. That is another plan. I want to train them so that women, by women, for women, so that there is a pregnant lady, the women can go and lift her up, take her to the car, she would be more comfortable.
Correct.
So let's see. Yeah.
Future plans.
Yes,
Okay.
my future plans.
From knowing ideas and stories of shaping the future of technology and business. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable time.
Thank you to you, and thank you to Business Northeast.
Keep watching Business Northeast.